currently up to $100. 50-50 tickets are on sale from now until the 7th inning. We'll announce the 50-50 winner at the end of the 8th inning, and you need not be present to win. So get your 50-50 tickets now at the 50-50 kiosk in the plaza. Win some serious money and help support Baseball Town Charities Ribbon for Life to help inner city kids. And the Baseball Town Charities 761 Green League.
Welcome to a absolutely beautiful evening here at America's Classic Ballpark. Sunny, not a cloud in the sky as summer starts to dwindle down here and school gets ready to roll here in Reading, Pennsylvania. But the baseball season, still a month left to go, 2 full weeks here at FirstEnergy Stadium as we wrap things up. So lucky to have such a great season under our hands. The Fightin' Phils pushing for a playoff spot. Late season sit 3.5 games back from the first place Somerset Patriots, fighting with Portland and Hartford as we come down to the wire. The Fightin' Phils 23-23 here in the second half, fighting 500 ball. The Binghamton Rumble Ponies 16-29 here in the second half. They are in last place in the Northeast side of the Northeast League. The Fightin' Phils dropped yesterday after getting an early 3-0 lead. They ended up falling 8-6 to Binghamton after a 6-run 5th inning propelled the AA Mets over the Fightin' Phils. But some bright spots, a leadoff home run by Johan Rojas. We saw really good defense out of Wendell Rijo yesterday, and even a late momentum push from the Fightins, picking up 2 runs in the 9th inning. So they'll look to take one and even up the series here against Binghamton. The Fightins will throw lefty Ethan Lindau on the bump, who's had a fantastic month of August, going 3-0 in 19 innings of work, just 1 walk to 8 strikeouts, and keeping that ERA in the low ones, bringing his total season ERA down to 3.58 here in AA, and just 3.80 overall, splitting time between High A Jersey Shore and here in AA Reading. So looking for a good start out of Ethan for the Binghamton Rumble Ponies. It'll be righty Jose Chacin. No roster moves on either side, so everybody keeps the same players active. And still rehabbing with the Rumble Ponies is Jake Mangum, who has 11 games of AAA experience, so not really like what you're thinking of in Major League rehab, like the way that Lehigh Valley has Bryce Harper.
This isn't your Bryce Harper type of rehab here.
Though he did hit a solo shot yesterday, so certainly is feeling good about his performance coming back after spending about half the season on the injured list. So we'll see what Reading can do today as the first pitch coming up in just a few moments. 82 degrees here and perfectly clear in Reading, Pennsylvania. 10 miles an hour, the wind going from left to right, not going to impact us right now. And yesterday, as the sun sets, that wind actually dissipated into darkness, so we'll see if that happens again. It's a little bit warmer than yesterday, a little bit more still air as we get ready for game number 115 of 138. All of the affiliates playing in night games today, so we will keep you updated on Bryce Harper's rehab and the Phillies rounding things out against Cincinnati. The big club walking it off yesterday with the former R-Phil Nick Maton coming up big for the first time in his career, bringing home Bryson Stott. So really exciting for the Phillies yesterday. And today they'll throw Christopher Sanchez out on the rubber against the Reds home at Citizens Bank Park. Actually, everybody in the affiliate is home this week as Lehigh Valley at Coca-Cola Park. Colton Eastman getting the start for the Iron Pigs. Bryce Harper will be rehabbing there again. He's batting second as the designated hitter. Jersey Shore is home at Shoretown Ballpark. Rafael Marcano on the rubber for the Blue Claws. And the Thrashers are home at Baycare Ballpark, a little bit further away. They'll have a new guy in town, one of the draftees from this year, Alex McFarland, who will be out there to start, and a couple of other guys moving out there as well, getting their debuts, their professional debuts, which is really exciting. Some of these guys super young. Caleb Ricketts has been out there for a couple of games, and we saw him have a big home run his third of the season, just being out there for 10 or so games. So really exciting things going on around all Negus organization, and everybody really fighting for a Red October, pushing for a late playoff spot as we wait for Ethan Lindau to get ready to run out and take the field. It'll be Kevin Manzuk, the home plate umpire, chilling right there at the plate. Harley Acosta, the crew chief, will move down to the third base territory today. And Mitch Trezak will be down the first base line. Manning and making the calls yesterday. It wasn't really anything controversial. I think I didn't hear too many complaints about the umpires. And there's Ethan as he hops over the first base line. Herbert Iser comes out. He'll take a spot at the plate as the rest of the Phillies defense and a softball team will be joining them out on the field for the Stars of Tomorrow as we throw it down for the playing of the national anthem, and then we'll be right back for first pitch against the Binghamton Rumble Ponies.
We invite elected military and veterans to please salute the flag. At each game, youth baseball and softball teams take the field and stand beside the Phillies players as the junior Phillies. Thanks to Commonwealth Charter Academy. Tonight's Commonwealth Charter Academy junior Phillies team is Stonersville Flames 12U. And now, as part of the 6th annual Customers Bank Customer Appreciation Day, representing Customers Bank, please welcome Caitlin Degler, who will perform our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
That's Caitlin Degler representing Customers Bank.
A beautiful national anthem to get us started here in Baseball Town. Wednesday, August 24th for game number 115 of 138 here. Just 11 games left, including today here at America's Classic Ballpark in our home field in Reading, Pennsylvania. Summer's slipping by really quick, but we have another great night on our hands here. Absolutely perfect weather for Ethan Lindau. The southpaw will be throwing to Herbert Iser back behind the plate. Jalen Ortiz makes his second start in left field after debuting there yesterday. Johan Rojas in center, and Carlos De La Cruz down in right. McCarthy Tatum remains at the hot corner. Madison Stokes takes over at shortstop. Wendell Rijo, after making a fantastic play lying down yesterday, will stay at second base, and Aldrin Corridor rounding out the infield down the first base line. Vito Freesia in as the designated hitter today. Wyatt Young leading off Binghamton for the second day in a row. Rowdy Jordan batting second. Ronnie Mauricio, the top prospect in the 3-hole, and rehabbing Jake Mangum will be batting fourth. Carlos Cortez in that number 5 spot. Luke Ritter batting sixth. And then Nick Meyer making his series debut. Hayden Sanger and Nick Gaddis rounding out 7 through 9. Shadows starting to trickle across the field left to right. Of course, you know that right field line and the first base side will be the most impacted by the sun for about the next half hour or so as the sun sets behind the roof, and then darkness, we're finding out, coming earlier and earlier. Pitch black at around 8:30 nowadays, and you can tell the way the sun is setting faster now. Dog days of summer here in late August as the starter Ethan Lindau comes set, glove at the chest, and he comes home to Wyatt Young outside. The first pitch, 7:04 here in Reading, Pennsylvania. 82 degrees and clear skies at the time of first pitch.
Second night in a row I've gotten the game time temperature correct.
Outside corner, called strike, 1-1. See, these are
The
whole summer in
importance.
Baseball Town, and then you figure it out.
Exactly.
Here's the 1-1 ground ball right side. Wendell Rijo coming over. Easy play for the second baseman, and there is out number 1 for Ethan. Here is Rowdy Jordan. Lindau, very impressive in the first inning, just a 0.64 ERA, holding down the opposing team early in the game. A little bit of a shift here with a righty batter in Rowdy Jordan. Left side of the infield, back deep. Aldrin Corridor playing a little close to that infield grass. This is dribbled, and it stops in the grass right back behind the mound, and just in no man's land back there.
Looked like Ethan Lindau got a bit of a glove on it because it did come off pretty smoothly of the bat and looked like he just tried to make a play on it and just dribbled right under his glove. Nothing he can really do there.
Maybe deflected it a little too much, so Rowdy Jordan safe at first on a hit, a runner on, and one out for Ronnie Mauricio. Mauricio, big prospect, number 6 for the New York Mets organization. Takes the first pitch ball. Rowdy, no stolen bases on the season, has been caught one time. Down on first. But the lefty has good vantage point as he misses upstairs 2-0.
Aldrin Corridor shading his face with his hand that doesn't have the glove on it just in case that throw from Lindau comes in.
And there's a throw, not in time as Jordan dives back in safely. Ronnie Mauricio out of the Dominican Republic, ranked as MLB Pipeline's number 11 international prospect back when he was signed in 2017 for $2.1 million. Takes the 2-0 outside, 3-0. Lindau, who doesn't walk a ton of guys here, in danger of doing so with a runner on and one away. 14 walks in total here in Double-A. Obviously splitting time now and in High A, and now he picks up the strike at the knees. A total of 90 2/3 innings combined at 2 levels, 84 strikeouts, so just under 1 per frame as the lefty looks over at Jordan on first. The runner's going, the throw outside, it's ball 4 anyways. And that will allow a free pass to Ronnie Mauricio as he walks down to first. Jordan shifts to second, and a little bit of traffic on the base pass for Ethan early. With 2 runners on and 1 out, here is Jake Mangum.
Still, he's just 1 pitch away from getting out of this frame. Certainly the double play is still available here.
Force out on all the bases here with 2 on and just 1 out. Ethan has picked up 4 ground ball double plays so far this season. He looks back at the runner on second. Now he comes home to Mangum, who shoots this foul right near the press box. And moves the count to 0-1. A lot of lefties again here. Switch hitters in the Mets lineup that will probably bat from the right side this time against the lefty Ethan. This is a line drive that gets in the hole on the left side. Played well by Jalen Ortiz. He brings it back in quickly. That will load the bases, but nobody able to cross yet, so no damage done here for Ethan Lindau. But the base is juiced here with 1 out for Carlos Cortez.
Yeah, Binghamton going with pretty much the same lineup as last night in the same order. The only substitution is Nick Meyer going into the 7 hole. But still, those 3 switch hitters in a row sandwiched between 2 lefties, that's tough.
Jordan, Mauricio, Mangum left to right across the diamond. Bases loaded for Binghamton. 1 out, and this is shot to right field. De La Cruz going back. It bounces off the wall, played by the right fielder. And they've caught him in a rundown, diving back as Rijo. There was nobody on first, and he's able to slide back in time. Only 1 run scores off a well-struck baseball into right field. And it just bounced off the wall so sharply for De La to play that. And now the manager, Reed Brignac, coming to discuss with the first base umpire, Mitch Treziak. But whatever they said, very quick. Meeting at the mound is broken up. Bases are still loaded as Carlos Cortez just gets credit for an RBI single, driving home Jordan. It is 1-0 Binghamton. Mauricio to third, Mangum to second, and Cortez at first here for Luke Ritter. Don't want this inning to get out of control here as Lindau gets a swinging strike going off speed. He has picked up one out, the first batter he's faced. Now he's allowed 4 consecutive on, a single, a walk, and back-to-back singles. But that certainly could have been much worse.
Absolutely, and Dela played it perfectly off the wall and nearly got an out at first base.
0-1 just misses outside, 1-1. Luke Ritter batting just .215 here in Double-A with 62 hits, but lots for extra bases. Ethan misses 2 and 1. There's no place to put Luke. Yesterday's game, 3 consecutive walks, bookended by 2 strikeouts. That's an interesting mix. Bases loaded, 1 out here. Binghamton leads 1-0 in the top of the first. Ethan gets a line drive that's going to drop in front of Johan. Everybody advances, just 1 bag, an RBI single for Luke Ritter, and they try to catch a runner off second. They do. That is Carlos Cortez, who gets caught. That's the second time he overran the bag. He almost got caught at first on his single, just not really paying attention to how everybody else was running, as Mangum had to hold up at third there on the throw in by Rojas. So they do pick up an out, even though a run scores off the bat of Luke Ritter. Here's Nick Meyer with runners on the corners and 2 away.
Just not smart base running. He really just wasn't aware of where the ball was. I mean, Rojas got it in very quickly, but still, got to have your head on a swivel.
Even watching where the runner in front of you stops tells you where you have to, at the very least, stop. First pitch ball here to Meyer, batting .203, making his series debut here at the plate. Takes a big swinging strike, 1-1. 2 runs on 4 hits by the Rumble Ponies here in the top of the first. They're still threatening with runners on the corners and 2 away for Ethan. There's another swinging strike. So goes with the changeup, 1-2. And Johan Rojas will get credit for the outfield assist there that helped create the out at second base. It's now Mangum on third, Ritter on first, 2 away. Here's the 1-0 by Ethan, up above the letters, 2-0. This inning started with Rowdy Jordan's single. Ronnie Mauricio walked to reach, and Jake Mangum loaded the bases. An RBI single by Carlos Cortez brought in the first run, and then Luke Ritter did the same for the second run, but Cortez tagged out at second base to create the second out. Runners on the corners, 2 away. The 2-2 again above the letters, and the count is full. Ethan trying not to load the bases for the second time in this frame. Binghamton loaded them yesterday 3 times in the 5th inning to pile up 6 runs, and that really was what sunk the Fightins. 2 on, 2 out. The payoff pitch taken out to center field. Johan a couple steps back in the sun. He makes the catch, and that ends the inning. 2 runs on 4 hits and a walk by the Rumble Ponies give them a 2-0 lead, but the damage was definitely limited there by the Fightin' Phil's defense, and Reading will try to get back those runs or at least cut into the lead in the bottom of the first coming up in just a moment. The Seidel Auto Group Deck Picnic appeals to both die-hard and casual fans with its summer picnic-like and fun tailgate atmosphere. During your picnic, you may even catch a souvenir, as the area is situated directly in prime home run territory behind the left field wall. Regular season tickets are $30 per person for groups of 20 or more, and children 4 and under are free. Visit Fightins.com/groups or call 610-370-BALL to reserve your group outing today.
Golden Oaks is an award-winning high-end golf club that offers golfers a country club experience without country club prices. With 5 sets of tees, golfers of every skill level will enjoy their game. Golden Oaks has Bogey's Pub, a beautiful pro shop, driving range, and learning center that will make any visit complete. Golden Oaks Golf Club is the perfect venue for private events and golf outings. Visit us for our newly opened golf simulators, complete with its own bar area and Bogey's Pub menu items available. You can stay in our beautifully restored 1850s farmhouse and then play our award-winning championship golf course. Each room includes full amenities, cable television, and quaint rustic decor. While on the premises, visit Bogey's Pub for lunch, dinner, or a relaxing beverage. We're ready to serve you here at Golden Oaks and look forward to the 2022 season.
Binghamton puts up 2 runs on 4 hits in the top of the first inning. As we go on to the bottom half, the Fightins have a little bit of work to do, but they'll send Johan Rojas to lead it off. Wendell Rijo batting second, and Aldrim Corridor also due up in this frame as Jose Chacin takes the rubber here for the Binghamton Rumble Ponies. He'll be throwing to Nick Meyer back behind the plate. Carlos Cortez in left, Jake Mangum in center, and Rowdy Jordan in right. Nick Gaddis over at third again, Mauricio and Young the middle infielders, and Luke Ritter over at first. Here's the first pitch by Jose Chacin. Called strike at the knees to Rojas. Yesterday, 2 for 5 with that solo shot to lead things off in the bottom of the first. Here's the 0-1 by the righty. This is taken into left field, but it hangs up in the sky, and Cortez makes the catch on a sharply struck line drive to left. Fightin' Phils have seen Chacin before, and they've played well off of him. So we'll have to see what everybody's capable of today. Aldrim Corridor had 2 hits against the righty. He's due up next, but here is Wendell Rijo. Leads the team batting average with .262. As he takes the ball at the knees for a called strike. Or you could say Herbert Iser leading the team .379. He's been here for 10 games, so I think that's a good amount of playing time. It depends on how you want to look at it. The 0-1 inside to Rijo, 1-1.
He's really been solid behind the plate, too, really giving this team a boost over the last couple weeks.
Middle infielders back deep. Corner infielders playing straight up on the 1-1 that Rijo swings through. 1-2. Chacin 2-8 on the season with a 6.30 ERA, although like Ethan, has had a very successful month of August. 2.77 ERA and 13 innings of work. Wendell Rijo up at the plate with 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Here's the 1-2. He takes this up and drops it into right center field. Just the right amount of exit velocity. Puts it where no one is standing. A base hit for Wendell Rijo. Gets a runner on base. With 1 out, here's Aldrim Corridor. The Fightin' Phils trail by 2, but an opportunity to at least cut into that lead presenting itself early here as the man with the most RBIs steps up into the lefty batter's box. It's Aldrim Corridor. Rijo got some good speed on him too. 19 stolen bases here. So we'll see if he tries to get himself into scoring position with a different catcher back behind the plate. First pitch called strike to Aldrim. Throwing over to first is Chacin. Diving back in time is Rijo. Has to call time to get himself able to stand up. Took a lot of dirt in his pants as he's shaking out his belt loop. They give him time, and now he gets back on first. The righty Chacin out of the stretch here with a runner on and 1 out in the bottom of the first inning. Binghamton leads 2-0 already. Inside for a called strike at the knees. 0-2 to Aldrim Corridor. Chacin splitting time as well in High A Brooklyn and Double A Binghamton. So a couple of younger guys may have seen him there. And Corridor takes strike 3, being tied up on the inside very quickly. And there is out number 2 here in the first with Wendell Rijo down on first base. Jalen Ortiz heads up to the righty batter's box. Righties bat just a little bit better than lefties against Jose. 291 for righties compared to 264 batting average against. Cleanup hitter steps on the right side, open stance. Glove at the waist, Chacin deals. This is popped up. It's going to come into the stands, not playable. And it's just strike one. Shadows covering the field except for down the right field side. Still coming through in slivers for Rowdy Jordan, who's deep into right field. Pickoff attempt by Chassin, no good. Rio able to walk back this time, and that is the first step off of this at-bat. He'll be going on contact with 2 away. The Arphils down by 2 here in the bottom of the first inning. Here's the 0-1 to Jalen. Chases a fastball 92 miles an hour, and he's down 0-2. Rijo shuffles off the bag at first, gets some information from Mike Jones, first base coach. Here's the 0-2. Ortiz sends this guy high into left field. Cortez coming in. He'll camp under it to make the catch, and there is out number 3. The Fightin' Phils do get a hit, but they strand Wendell Rijo on first base. They trail by 2 as we head into the top of the second in Baseball Town.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, "Are you okay?" the hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530.
Berks Immunization Coalition works to provide leadership and education in promoting age-appropriate immunization across the lifespan for all residents of Berks County. This is a coalition comprised of local physicians, nurse practitioners, school nurses, immunization coordinators, immunization advocates, and pharmaceutical representatives working to encourage continuity of immunization through medical resources. They focus on educating both the community and the providers. For more information, please visit www.immunizeba.org and click Local Coalitions.
Hey kids, Bucky the Beaver is headed to the Albright College mascot autograph booth in Capitol Blue Cross Funland. Head to Funland now to meet Bucky.
Into the top of the second, Binghamton leads 2-0. They had 4 hits and a walk that they capitalized in the first inning to take an early lead, and now they'll send up Hayden Singer, Nick Gaddis, and Wyatt Young to face Ethan Lindau, who threw just 22 pitches in the first inning. He comes inside 0-1 to get Singer to chase. Was the catcher yesterday, now in as the designated hitter. Takes this ball deep to right field. De La Cruz going back at the warning track. He's there to make the catch for out number 1.
You've been very busy out there so far.
Well, with all the lefties there, certainly nature of getting more baseballs hit to you. And here is the number 9 hitter, Nick Gaddis, who went 2 for 4 in the contest yesterday. Comes up with 1 out on the board. Righty takes the first pitch inside. Ethan features a full repertoire of pitches. A changeup, a fastball, sits about 87, 89. And 2 breaking balls, the curve, low 70s, and the slider, mid 80s. And there's a strike into Gaddis with the curveball. 1-1. Lefty working quickly now. Gaddis gets a piece of it, sending back foul. 1-2. Talked a little bit about last week about the number of innings pitched throughout the Phillies farm system. Well, Lindau ranking pretty high among all of those pitchers, 5th in innings pitched with 90 2/3 combined between 2 levels. And there's not many innings that separate 1st and 5th as he gets his first strikeout of the day, a big swing and a miss upstairs from Nick Gaddis. And there is out number 2 here in the second as he goes back to the top of the order with Wyatt Young. So Noah Skiro ranks first with 94 1/3 innings. He's already had his start this week. All of the guys left in the rotation will come later in the week. Second is Ricardo Sanchez, AAA, 92 innings of work. Colton Eastman, who's throwing today for Lehigh Valley, 91, as Wyatt Young takes a swinging strike. And then Mick Abel with 90 in the third, really the fourth guy, and then Ethan Lindau. That's in for a strike. He's finding his groove here in the second. Down 0-2 is the leadoff batter. 2 quick outs here, top of the second. Binghamton leads 2-0. Lindau deals outside. And we'll go again 1-2.
And ever since he came to AA Reading, he's really fit in very nicely into the starting rotation, which is something that we've seen a lot of different pitchers come in and out of.
Here's the 1-2. Pop down foul. He'll keep his count. And it's interesting because when he was out with Jersey Shore, he functioned only as a reliever, even though he had been a starter all last summer. And then when he came back up to Reading, he joined the rotation. And like Alexis said, he has been a solid force in that starting 5. 2 outs. Here's a 1-2. Rolled over slowly back to the pitcher. Lindau Fields makes a good play. And a 1-2-3 inning for the starter. Recovers very nicely after a little bit of a rough first. Binghamton takes their 2-0 lead into the bottom half. Our Phils due up.
Hey, psst. Yeah, you want to buy some low-priced groceries? Just follow me into this well-lit Lidl grocery store. Here at Lidl, we buy in bulk and cut down on costs wherever possible. Then we pass the savings on to you. Trust me, everything's done totally legit and above board. Nothing to be worried about. Yep, Lidl's pretty great. It's just your run-of-the-mill grocery store, except with way lower prices. Lidl. Suspiciously low-priced groceries.
The Reading Fightin' Phils, in conjunction with Savage Auto Group Fiesta Fridays, are proud to partner with eXp Realty Associate Broker Alex Patansis throughout the 2022 season. Visit Alex's convenient website at brgpa.com and search for your perfect home today. His custom search bar makes house hunting online easier than ever, and he's there to answer all your questions. Call Alex today at 610-926-8610. eXp Realty Associate Broker Alex Patansis is a proud partner of the Reading Fightin' Phils and all 11 Savage Auto Group Fiesta Friday games during the 2022 season. eXp Realty Group and Alex Patansis, where every move matters. Highline Merchandising, formerly Textiles, is your local small business company that provides screen printing, design, and merchandising services for local, national, and international businesses, bands, shows, and festivals, including 7-time Emmy Award-winning show Schitt's Creek and Unsolved Mysteries. Visit our website at highlinemerchandising.com. Well, Ethan Lindau recovered very nicely in the top of the second and sat down the Binghamton Rumble Ponies in order. And so the Fightin's trail by just 2 here, but it's their turn to bat. In the bottom of the second is Carlos De La Cruz. Herbert Iser and McCarthy Tatum are due up in this frame. De La takes a first pitch ball. Chassin gets him to chase 1-1. He allowed a hit to Wendell Rijo back in the first, but no runs across for the Fightin' Phils, who trail 2-0 in the second. Chassin just 12 pitches under his belt here as De La Cruz goes after a fastball. 93 on the radar gun for Chassin, 1-2. Slow rolling here for Jose, but he goes down and away, and he fools Carlos De La Cruz. There is out number 1 here to start off the second for Herbert Iser. Jose originally signing with the Los Angeles Dodgers back in 2015, ended up being released right before last season and signed by the Mets in June of last summer. So just his second season here with the Mets affiliate, first season in AA. Started off 4 starts out in Brooklyn and then got the promotion on May 2nd of 2022 as Iser takes a first pitch strike from the left side. Takes a called strike, 0-2. Ronnie Mauricio shuffling towards the bag at second here to the lefty bat. 0-2 after a big leg kick. Comes up and in to Iser, 1-2. Let's check in on the Phillies quickly. They have the bases loaded with Nick Castellanos up to bat. Bottom of the first. 1 out.
Much different situation than at this time yesterday in that game.
They didn't have a hit until the 6th inning yesterday and somehow rallied to win the game thanks to Nick Maton. Here's the 2-2 by Chacin. Big wind up and leg kick. And Iser takes a swinging strike. 3 back-to-back Ks for the starter. Puts 2 outs on the board. Here is McCarthy Tatum. Out in Lehigh Valley, scoreless in the top of the 2nd inning. Bryce Harper had a single soft fly ball to center field and his first and only at-bat of the day. Jersey Shore trails Brooklyn 1-0, so they're playing the High A Mets affiliate as we play the Double A affiliate today. As McCarthy Tatum steps in on the right side, he'll take a called strike. 1-0. There's another called strike. Everything going in the favor of Jose Chacin here. He's allowed just 1 hit, no runs. The Binghamton Rumble Ponies 4 hits and 2 runs in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Tatum takes the ball down and away, 1-2. This has popped up. It's fouled back into the plaza area. Light crowd here in Baseball Town today. It sounds like you can't really hear any crowd noise in the background. It's because there's not too much out there today. Probably one of the lightest crowds since April with school starting. Here's the 1-2. Sharply struck down the third base line. Gaddis across the diamond, and the Fightin' Phils go down in order here in the bottom of the 2nd. Binghamton leads 2-0. On to the 3rd here in Baseball Town. Roof Max of West Reading is a safe, easy, proven, and affordable alternative to a complicated and expensive asphalt roof replacement. Roof Max's revolutionary new technology uses natural, plant-based bio-oil to restore shingles' flexibility and instantly add 5 years of life to a roof. And treatment is around 20% of the cost of a complete roof replacement. From homes to commercial complexes, Roof Max of West Reading can help. Visit GetRoofMax.com or call 610-717-3949 for more information.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin' Phils Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin' Phils, 2 great hometown partners.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on the 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating over 70 years of senior living.
Into the top of the 3rd here in Baseball Town. Binghamton leads 2 runs on 4 hits, no runs on 1 hit for the Fightin' Phils as Ethan Lindau comes out for his 3rd inning of work, 33 pitches for the southpaw as he takes a step back and comes home here to the number 2 batter, Rowdy Jordan, who sends this ball foul into the stands. A big happy birthday shout out to McKinley Moore, a reliever in our bullpen, though out on the injured list now, hoping we see him back sometime soon. But still with us here in Baseball Town as Lindau picks up a called strike.
And as a belated birthday gift, we'll allow him to pick the warm-up stretching music.
Tied up on the inside, 2 hops to Madison Stokes across the diamond. And there is out number 1. Start things off. We usually allow the birthday boy to pick the BP shagging music, but the guys did not hit on the field today. So we'll have to ask him about it for tomorrow.
Let's go with some country
I bet.
as a prediction.
I'd have to bet. One away for Ronnie Mauricio as he takes the ball inside 1-0.
Do the boots coming in every day give it away?
I don't know. I don't know if it's the Houston, Texas birthplace as Mauricio takes a swinging strike. The cowboy boots, perhaps the country music night photo shoot we did earlier this summer. One of those things. Mauricio open stance, so takes a 1-1 back foul. 1-2. Slight wind here as the sun begins to set. Shadows trickling all across the field right now. Nobody playing out there in the sun. And the wind blowing from left to right, pulling that flag in center field off the pole. Ronnie stays alive, taking a ball back to the backstop. And this is chipped back. Lindau shaking his head. Liked that pitch there. Just Mauricio able to snag just a little bit of the baseball with his bat to keep his count. He's fouled back the last 4 offerings that Lindau has given him. His bat goes flying into the crowd. The baseball goes foul. And a fan comes up with the bat. Looks like nobody was injured there as it goes about, I don't know, at least 10 rows back. And they're going to give him a fresh bat. We'll see if the fan keeps it or sends it back into the stands. I think what's yours is yours.
Yeah, seriously. It's the same
Nope,
as the ball, right?
I don't know. I think so.
All of Binghamton's bullpens kind of looking, or dugouts kind of looking at him like, hey, I think that's ours. Gave it to a kid, and now the kid's running away with it.
Finders keepers. You put it in the stands.
And Mauricio just kind of stood in the box and, like, with his hands on his helmet, like, oh, my gosh, I can't believe I just did that.
Well, I think, 1, you're like, what happened? And then 2, you want to make sure that nobody got hurt. And luckily here with all the netting, nobody got hurt. Here's the 1-2, and he gets him swinging. This time, instead of going inside, Ethan goes down and away. And he fools Mauricio for out number 2 here in the 3rd. And Ronnie, number 7 prospect, he's getting free bats. They're sending him free bats. Okay, he's got plenty of bats.
Right.
This is a big time guy.
However, I see the kid that just had the bat, and he does not have it in his possession right now. So,
oh, man, we'll have to keep our eye on that. Strike 1 here to Jake Mangum. Had a single and made it all the way to third base his last time up here in rehab, although only playing 11 games in AAA as he takes the ball below the knees. And a front office member of the Fightin' Phils is going to grab that bat back, and they'll send it back to the field here. They should autograph it and give it back to the kid. Inside,
yeah, anyway.
2-1. Or it's like one of those things, you know, when somebody hits like their first career home run in the major leagues and they go trade whoever caught the ball with like some cool swag. 2 outs on the board. Here's the 2-1. Popped off the bat in no man's land down the first base side. Wendell Rijo covering so much ground, and he makes the catch in shallow right field on the run. And there is out number 3. Ethan Lindau sits them down in order. Binghamton leads 2-0, but it's the R-Phils' turn to bat in the bottom of the 3rd coming up in just a few minutes.
When the Ready Fightin' Phils get hungry, we turn to our team feed partners. Special thanks to Wild Missing Family Restaurant and Bakery, Squawk Cafe, Collegeville Italian Bakery Pizzeria, Jimmy G's Railroad House, Mimo's Italian Restaurant and Pizzeria, Jersey Mike's Subs, Klinger's on Cressonia, and Subway for making sure the Fightin' Phils front office is never hungry on game day. Our staff enjoys delicious meals from our team feed partners, but don't take our word for it. Find out for yourself today.
The Reading Fightin' Phils birthday party package is the best way to celebrate a birthday. Whether you are a youngster or an adult, there is no better birthday than a Fightin's birthday. The Fightin's Fan Birthday Package is customizable for fans of any age and starts at just $120. Base packages include 10 general admission tickets to a Fightin's home game, an autographed baseball, and a VIP reserved parking spot. Fans can also add a wide variety of experiences and options to make sure your favorite Fightin's fan's birthday is a grand slam.
To enjoy a perfectly crafted 1893 from the makers of Pepsi Cola, you must first appreciate its carefully selected ingredients. A dash of cola nut extract, a hint of real sugar, a splash of sparkling water, and a generous amount of attractive spokesperson. Trust me, I'm gorgeous. Cheers to 1893 boldly blended colas, a delicious balancing act of premium ingredients from the makers of Pepsi Cola.
Vito Fresia heads to the plate with Shakira blasting over the loudspeakers. That's his walk-up song of choice, and it brought him good luck on Saturday with his 3-run blast as he enters the lineup as the designated hitter here tonight. It takes a ball outside, bottom of the third. Binghamton leads Reading 2-0, but the Fightin' Phils turn to bat.
That, and he brought in fresh donuts and fresh pretzels from a bakery, some local bakery.
Late swing on a 1-0 pitch, 1-1. That's when you got to recreate your exact day.
Yes.
To keep the baseball gods happy.
However, the place is only open Thursday through Saturday.
Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2. See, that's problematic.
Exactly. Like I was asking him because also these pretzels were phenomenal.
Well, you
they
go
were very
to
greasy,
the
but they were
Fairground
so
Farmers
good.
Market around here.
Yes.
It's legit.
He was like, "Oh, can't get them until Thursday again." So I'll keep you updated on it. If
Glove
Vito
at the
Fresia.
chest. Here's the 1-2, and he strikes out swinging. Chassin goes off speed, dropping it down to 84. There is out number 1 here in the third. Strikeout number 4 for Chassin. The Fightin' Phils have just one hit. It was Wendell Rijo back in the first inning. As Madison Stokes will step up to bat here. Family in town today, coming all the way from South Carolina.
He's another guy that likes to sport the boots.
Outside, 1-0. Couple of guys on the team, I would say. Aiden Anderson.
Yes.
Pitching coach Matt Hockenberry can always be found wearing cowboy boots into the clubhouse as Stokes takes one inside, 2-0. And Tyler Henson used to last summer a little bit. I have not seen him break it out this summer.
Have to inquire about that.
Seems to shift toward the Vans side. 2-0 becomes a 3-0 down at the knees. A lot of Vans people here on the team, myself included. I love a good Vans sneaker.
They go with everything, and they're comfy.
Middle infielders back deep. Corner infielders playing in. 1 out here. Bottom of the third. And there's a called strike on the outside corner. Stokes' count moves to 3-1. Binghamton leads 2-0 here after putting up both runs in the first inning. Bats have gone quiet in the past 2 frames, though. Here's the 3-1 to Madison Stokes, and he drives this up the middle. A base hit for the number 9 hitter, and he gets himself on with 1 out. We'll go to the top of the order. Here's Johan Rojas. Well-struck baseball there by Stokes. Down and away, and he brought it right back where it came from. His helmet is almost never on. When he's rounding the base, I don't know if something about the little extra chin strap that he's got, but that is flying off. Even when he was rounding the base for his home run. You're not going that fast.
Yeah.
Rojas looks to put a bunt down, but he takes the ball 1-0. That third baseman, Gaddis, seeing the same thing, charging in from third.
Stokes does have good speed on him, too.
These are definitely 2 guys that could run out a bunt single. Out of the stretch, Chassin comes in the dirt. This time Rojas keeps the bat on his shoulders. The ball anyways, 2-0. Stokes gets some information from Mike Jones down the first baseline. Manager Sean Williams, of course, in the third base coach's box. 1 out here, bottom of the third. This is chopped over the head of the third baseman into the outfield. Stokes is racing for third, helmet flying off. Rojas into second, sliding in, and he's out. Madison's got to go fetch his helmet. An outfield assist by Carlos Cortez nabs Rojas at second. He'll get credit for the single. Madison Stokes makes his way 90 feet from home, but now there are 2 outs on the board. That is the second outfield assist we've seen, 1 on each side. Aggressive base running here today. And here is Wendell Rijo, who has one hit on the game today. Looking to drive in the first run as the Phillies trail by 2. Just chip away at this lead early. We're only in the bottom of the third. He takes the ball outside. Stokes ready to rock and roll with 2 outs, especially if anything should get past the catcher, Meyer. Shuffling off the bag at third, Rijo takes the ball outside. That was a good snag by the backstop.
I think you almost manifested it there.
It was way outside in the dirt.
Sprawling out to make it.
He had to reach all the way across his body. Here's the 2-0 by Chacin. Wendell Rijo drives this down the left field line. It just ropes foul into Binghamton's bullpen, and they scatter like sardines there. They even pick up their chairs as they run away.
Protect our chairs.
Those plastic folding chairs in the bullpen, high priority. But you don't want the baseball to bounce off the plastic because then who knows where it's going. Here's the 2-1. Rijo goes the opposite way, foul. And it's 2-2.
This picture out on the board looks like he's doing a little shimmy
It's
on the
the
base
double
celebration.
shimmy.
Yep. I always like the interesting sellies for the extra base hits. Or just a base
Madison
hit.
Stokes out on third. 2 outs here. Bottom of the third. Phillies trail by 2. Wendell Rijo goes down swinging. And that will end the frame. The Fightin' Phils get 2 hits, but they can't drive in a run as Jose Chacin picks up his 5th strikeout to end the frame. Binghamton leads 2-0 as we head into the 4th at America's Classic Ballpark.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on the 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating over 70 years of senior living.
The time has come for businesses to grow, to prosper, to innovate, to succeed. Tompkins Vist Bank continues to be a leading lender to companies in southeastern Pennsylvania. We make decisions locally and invest locally so local businesses can thrive. Call a business advisor today and see how we can help your business grow. Tompkins Vist Bank, locally focused, a world of possibilities. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Into the 4th inning, the Fightin' Phils get a couple base runners, but they can't drive or run across, so Binghamton leads 2-0 here as Ethan Lindau comes out for his 4th inning of work, 47 pitches. Looks like he's drawn something maybe in the dirt back behind the rubber before he steps up. And he'll see Carlos Cortez, Luke Ritter, and Nick Meyer. Top of the 4th, the first pitch called strike. He has not allowed a base runner since that first inning when he gave up 2 runs on 4 hits and a walk. Since then, he's settled in really well and working quickly, missing outside 1-1. Sun beginning to set here in baseball town. Sun all the way back behind the roof now. This is drilled out to right field. De La Cruz back in front of the warning track. He'll make the catch. And a hefty line drive by Carlos Cortez results in out number 1. Here's Luke Ritter, an RBI single back in the first inning. The Philadelphia Phillies trail 1-0 to Cincinnati. They're in the bottom of the 2nd, home at Citizens Bank Ballpark. Lehigh Valley still scoreless against Gwinnett. They're in the bottom of the 2nd as well at Coca-Cola Park.
And Derek Hall back in Lehigh Valley, too.
Long ball Hall causing all kinds of trouble. First pitch strike to Luke Ritter. Takes the next one way out to left field. Jalen Ortiz at the warning track. He makes the catch. deep, deep left field. About 5 feet shy from going over that fence. And it's a very long out number 2.
Had to cover a lot of ground to get there, too, right in front of the wall on the warning track.
And so 2 away for Ethan as Nick Meyer steps into the righty batter's box. Jersey Shore has taken a lead over Brooklyn 2-1. Luis Garcia a sac fly and Marcus Lee Sang an RBI triple. And Clearwater still in a delayed start at Baycare Ballpark against Tampa. Had rain yesterday, rain today. Big hefty swinging strike for Nick Meyer. Flew out to center field his first time up. Binghamton leads 2 runs on 4 hits. No runs on 3 hits for the Fightin' Phils. Both teams have been clean in the field today. Meyer takes the ball below the knees, 1-1. 2 outs for Ethan, top of the 4th inning in baseball town. Meyer takes a swinging strike, and the count evens at 2-2. And there's a swinging strike 3. Ethan caps off a quick 1-2-3 frame with his 3rd strikeout of the outing, and he sits down Binghamton 1-2-3 onto the bottom of the 4th, down by 2, but it's Redding's turn to bat.
White Star Tours and Travel Centers offers the R-Phils fan road trip again this season. It's your chance to hit the road with other R-Phils fans, see an R-Phils road game, meet with an R-Phils player, and see 2 Philadelphia Phillies road games. The White Star R-Phils fan road trip visits Erie and Pittsburgh, Thursday, July 28th through Sunday, July 31st. You see the R-Phils at Erie, meet with an R-Phils player or coach, then head to Pittsburgh for a tour of the city, including the Incline, and a ride on the Yankee Clipper riverboat. You will attend 2 Phillies games versus the Pirates on Friday and Saturday before traveling home Sunday with a stop at the Flight 93 National Memorial. Visit the customer service booth for more info on the White Star R-Phils fan road trip to Erie and Pittsburgh. Space is very limited. Sign up today.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils.
This is the inning. I'm feeling the momentum here for the Fightin' Phils. They're down 2-0. But Aldrum Corridor, Jalen Ortiz, and Carlos De La Cruz lead it off in the bottom of the 4th inning as Jose Chacin misses inside, ball 1. 43 pitches for the starter. He's allowed 3 hits, but no runs. Aldrum drives this deep to right center field. Way back, Jordan at the wall. It's a solo shot. Aldrum Corridor, with his 11th homer of the season, gets Reading on the board. They trail by just 1 now as he takes this ball way out to right center field. Lefty crushes the fastball. A beautiful home run for Aldrum Corridor. And the Fightin' Phils down by just 1 now for Jalen Ortiz.
You know, he homers in big situations, too. Last week against Portland, he was the first
that ended up
run
being
of
the game-winning
yes,
home run because
exactly.
they shut them out. And that's why he leads the team in RBIs. He can just get it done. under pressure.
And you know what? He's a really happy guy, too.
He is the happiest person I've ever met.
He gives
us
a high five every time we see him in the plaza or on the field, always dancing in the dugout.
Here's the 2-0 to Ortiz. Hits the outside corner 2-1. Always making up different handshakes. Always, bopping to a beat. If a good song comes on, forget about it. Here's a 2-1 by Chassin. Ortiz rolls over, sending it into the Binghamton dugout, evening the count 2-2. Nobody out here. Bottom of the 4th inning, the Fightin' Phils down by just 1 now. A big home run by Aldrim Corridor. Second in just 3 games. Here's the 2-2 to Jalen. Line drive, but Ronnie Mauricio is right there at shortstop. Puts a glove on it. I imagine that was great exit velocity, but it was right where Mauricio was standing.
Sounded beautiful, that's for sure.
That ball to back contact was nice.
But you keep putting him in play, make the defense make a play, eventually it'll drop.
1 out here for Carlos De La Cruz.
And also, should we mention that it doesn't matter what music we play for BP, Corridor will find the beat and dance to it.
Tries to check his swing, makes contact, it goes back to the pitcher, and an easy play for Chassin on 1 pitch is out number 2. That's just an unfortunate out there. Here's Herbert Iser with 2 away, looking to continue the frame here. Reading down by just 1. Righty on lefty matchup, and it was the lefty Aldrum who roped that ball over the fence. Iser, 2 doubles in the contest last night. Also walked, scored a run, had an RBI. Chassin a full windup here, the 1-0. Grounded right back to the pitcher. He deflects it over to the third baseman on the run. Will Gaddis makes a difficult play look easy to end the inning from the hot corner. But Aldrum Corridor, a solo shot, gets the Fightins on the board. They're down by just 1 as we go into the 5th at America's Classic Ballpark.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils. The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with Humane Pennsylvania throughout the 2022 season. Humane Pennsylvania is the region's premier leader in animal welfare and empowers the people in our communities to increase their capacity to care for animals so that all animals are healthy, safe, and treated humanely. Humane Pennsylvania is proud to be a Fiesta Friday and Bark in the Park sponsor. Learn more about Humane Pennsylvania and how you can help build the best community for animals anywhere by visiting humanepa.org.
This is the Crazy Hot Dog Vendor coming to you from the radio booth. When I need to get somewhere in a hurry and the ostrich isn't cutting it, I hop on my Harley Davidson from Classic Harley Davidson. It's your one-stop shop for all your Harley needs. They have everything you need from boots, jackets, t-shirts, gloves, mugs, and oh yeah, they have a great selection of bikes too, which are almost as good on gas as an ostrich. Go to Classic Harley Davidson for everything Harley Davidson, and I'll see you at Harley Night.
Ethan Lindau has a run on the board here for the Fightin' Phils, so Binghamton just a 2-1 lead here as Ethan gets Hayden Singer to chase for strike number 1. It'll be Singer and then Nick Gaddis before the top of the order with Wyatt Young. Takes the ball, evening the count at 1. The lefty working very quickly now, finding his rhythm. This is poked slowly to Aldrum Corridor, makes the play, but loses the baseball on the transfer. And he's going to get an error for that. That allows Singer to reach. Lindau was coming over to cover.
Immediately, too, that instinct.
He made such a good sliding stop. But an error on the board for the Fightin' Phils. There's a runner on, and here's Nick Gaddis. Gaddis struck out, swinging his first time up, and he'll take a swinging strike here. Lights have come on here in Baseball Town as it's getting darker, actually a little bit hazy, as Alexis put it down the left field line. Said it looks like it's going to rain. I don't think it actually is, but it's
just very light on the left side, kind of.
It's like all white.
Yeah.
A hefty swinging strike by Gaddis, and he's down 0-2 on the curveball.
I don't know. I don't think it's cloudy either because they're not a cloud in the
sky
all day.
Checking the forecast.
Our dome will go into effect.
The Baseball Town bubble. No, there's no rain on the forecast. Clear conditions. All good. Runner on first. Nobody out here. Ethan gives him a look, and now he comes home, and he gets a swinging strike. Strikeout number 4 for Ethan as he puts out number 1 on the board here in the top of the 5th. Back to the top of the order with Wyatt Young, who's grounded out twice. A nice ground ball would create 2 outs here for Ethan if lucky. Young steps in on the left side. Singer takes a little bit of a lead out on first. Falls in for a perfect strike at the knees. Cauliflower, a big win in the vegetable race here in Reading.
A rarity.
A rare win. Over broccoli, carrot, and lettuce. This is a ground ball right side. Rijo to second. Stokes can't turn 2 as the slide in by Singer kind of broke up the throw. And Wyatt Young did get a very good kick out of the batter's box, so it just gets the leadoff runner, which is a good out number 2 on the force. And Young reaches on a fielder's choice. There's 1 on, but 2 outs for Rowdy Jordan. Binghamton scored 2 runs on 4 hits and a walk back in the first inning. A solo shot by Aldrin Corridor in the bottom of the 4th makes it 2-1 Rumble Ponies. This is turned on by Jordan, and Ortiz can't find it in the twilight, and at the very last second, he puts up his glove and makes the catch. Oh, a deep breath by Jalen Ortiz as he finds the baseball in the twilight and ends the inning. An error by the Fightin' Phils, but they get out of the inning clean. They trail by 1. It's their turn to bat, looking to tie it up and then some in the bottom of the 5th.
The award-winning Reading Hospital Tower Health Character Pool Party provides an unforgettable night out with your family and friends. Enjoy a baseball game while swimming in the 87-degree heated pool directly behind the right field home run wall. Plus, 2.5 hours of all-you-can-eat buffet and photos and autographs with the crazy hot dog vendor and the Fightin' Phils mascot band. Regular season tickets are $31 per person for groups of 20 or more. Give us a call today at 610-370-BALL.
For top-flight local jobs, go with who you know. J.P. Mascaro & Sons, a leading waste removal company. To meet today's employment and service demands brought on by the pandemic, Mascaro is upgrading its already highly competitive employee wage and benefit package for drivers, collection crew helpers, and other positions. Call 888-MASCARO, MASCARO, for details. Work for an established local family business committed to its employees. Again, call 888-MASCARO today or apply online at www.jpmascaro.com. Highline Merchandising, formerly Textiles, is your local small business company that provides screen printing, design, and merchandising services for local, national, and international businesses, bands, shows, and festivals, including 7-time Emmy Award-winning show Schitt's Creek and Unsolved Mysteries. Visit our website at Highline Merchandise.
Ethan Lindau puts up another donut on the board in the top of the 5th inning. So Binghamton leads just 2-1 here in the bottom half. McCarthy Tatum leading it off for the Fightin' Phils. Vito Freesia on deck and Madison Stokes in the hole here. Tatum takes a first pitch ball on a 94-mile-an-hour fastball. This one hits on the outside corner, 1-1. McCarthy grounded out to the third baseman his first time up. The wind has died down here. FirstEnergy Stadium, that flag out in center hanging by the pole. And McCarthy crushes this one upstairs, going back. Mangum, track, wall, it's out of here! A solo shot by McCarthy. Tatum ties us up at 2.
Doing the damage with the long ball today, and it's working out.
A huge bomb by Tatum. His second in a couple of days, and we are knotted at 2 apiece here in the bottom of the 5th. Back-to-back innings with leadoff homers from the Fightins. And here's Vito Freesia. He's been involved in a couple of back-to-back homers this season, including one last week. Infield, outfield, back deep.
And Madison Stokes, the guy waiting on deck, was the back end of that back-to-back home runs. And that was the only 4 runs of the game against Portland, but our Phils still came out and won.
Fightin' Phils just eclipsing that century mark in homers the other day. I believe those two make it 103 on the season. Here's the 0-2 to Freesia down in the dirt. He holds off, and the count moves to 1-2. Big windup by Chassin, and Freesia goes down swinging off-speed pitch. And there is one away here in the 5th for Madison Stokes. You can see a security guard for the Fightin' Phils going to dead center to get that Tatum homer. Here is Madison Stokes, the number 9 hitter, but he singled and made his way all the way to third back in the 3rd inning. We're tied up at 2 apiece. The Fightins 5 hits, the Rumble Ponies 4. Reading has done it all on long ball, and Binghamton's played the short game today. Here's a 1-0 to the righty batter. He takes this into right center field. Ranging over is Jordan. Makes the catch over his shoulder for out number 2. As we go to the top of the order, here's Johan Rojas.
Man, I still have to remember earlier in the day, tomorrow, to figure out what Simone Muziati's walk-up song was here.
Oh, it was a good one.
I keep forgetting.
Good thing you can look it up.
I'm going to have to make a note of that. Ask you tomorrow.
Outside to Johan Rojas. Singled in his last time up. Was caught trying to take second base. This is chopped at third foul. Manager Sean Williams gets a handle on it. Throws it to a fan in the 67 club.
He does play far down that third base line, does Sean Williams.
He has to be ready for all the action.
Absolutely. Base paths, foul balls, you name it.
This is sent up the middle. Mauricio gets a glove on it. The baseball pops behind him, and safe at first is Johan Rojas. It was sharply struck, and he did have to cover a lot of ground to get there. Watch it back, left that right down the middle. And Mauricio lets it trickle into the outfield, so the Fightin' Phils with 2 outs have a base runner here on an error by the shortstop. And Wendell Rijo will come up with a runner on and 2 outs here. Fightin' Phils look to break this 2-2 tie in the bottom of the 5th, a pickoff attempt. But safe at first is Rojas. He has 19 here in Baseball Town. comes inside 1-0, looking for a nice round 20, although a total of 52 on the season with the number that he got down at Jersey Shore.
Riho looking for that nice round 20 as well. Both have 19 right now.
1-0 outside. Good snag by Meyer. He's looking pretty sharp back behind the plate here. Binghamton put 2 up in the first inning. The Fightin' Phils have had leadoff homers in both the 4th and the 5th, Corridor and Tatum, to tie it up at 2. At the midway point in this game, Rojas down on first with 2 outs. Wendell Rijo takes a ball downstairs, 3-0. That Aldrum Corridor guy waiting in the on-deck circle. Not one you want to see if you let 2 base runners reach. And Chacin in danger of that. Pitching out of the stretch with a runner on first. Rojas going. The 3-0 is ball 4, and he's not going to get credit for the stolen base with a walk issued to Wendell. That'll move a runner into scoring position here for the leading RBI guy in Aldrum Corridor. And that will prompt a visit from the pitching coach, Jerome Williams, here. 2 on and 2 out here. Some light movement going on in Binghamton's bullpen as Chacin reaches 70 offerings, but no throwing on either side as of yet. Crowd that is here is very into this ball game. Loud and proud cheering for their hometown team as the home plate umpire goes to break up this meeting on the mound. Only Meyer and the pitching coach went out, and now they'll both jog back to their respective places with Rojas on second and Rijo on first. I would not be surprised if they both tried to take off here and move over with the RBI guy up at the plate.
Certainly a lot of speed.
Possible double steal on the line here as these base runners take their lead with 2 outs. They're going. Inside, the throw down to second. Mauricio is not there in time, and they both get number 20 on the same play.
Couldn't have written it better.
Scripted itself as Rojas moves to third and Rijo to second.
And not a bad throw by Sanger either. It was right on the line, maybe just a little bit high.
It was almost like Ronnie didn't expect a throw to be coming in.
Yeah.
I guess with somebody going to third maybe, as Corridor takes another ball inside, 2-0. And he was kind of late to get there and therefore late to put the tag. And Rijo and Rojas got a very impressive jump. Aldrum Corridor in on the left side, 2 outs and 2 on for the Fightin' Phils in this 2-2 tied ball game. And Wendell lines this right into the, Aldrum lines it right into the glove of Luke Ritter at first. Well struck, but he can't get it through. A little frustrated there. The Fightin' Phils do pick up the tying run with McCarthy Tatum's solo shot, and both Rijo and Rojas get their 20th stolen base. As we head into the 6th inning, we're tied at 2.
Join us as we celebrate Reading's Hispanic and Latino culture during 12 Friday home games this season. With Savage 61 Fiesta Fridays presented by eXp Realty, Breakthrough Beverage, Humane Pennsylvania, Origlio Beverage, and Mal Beer. Fiesta Fridays feature special Los Luchador de Reading uniforms, Hispanic and Latino food and music, and other cultural elements throughout the ballpark. Get your tickets now by calling 610-370-BALL or visiting us at the Weidenhammer ticket office at FirstEnergy Stadium.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin' Phils Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin' Phils, 2 great hometown partners.
Savage Auto Group is a proud sponsor of Fiesta Fridays. Enjoy an R Phils game, great food, music, and entertainment. The team will play in their Los Luchadores de Reading Latino tribute uniforms. Visit Timmy Profit and Savage Auto Group, Pennsylvania's most awarded dealership for all your automotive needs.
McCarthy Tatum ties it up with a solo shot, 2-2. As we head into the top of the 6th inning, Ethan Lindau will stay in this ball game. After a little bit of a rocky first, the starter has come together and has been very impressive, shutting down the Rumble Ponies in the last 4 frames. You'll see Ronnie Mauricio lines this into left on the first pitch of the 6th, and he'll lead it off with a base hit. Made an error in the last frame. Trying to reconcile that here, although it didn't amount to anything. Here's Jake Mangum with a runner on. Mangum 1 for 2, a single and a pop-up. And another pop-up here. Madison Stokes tracking it in the darkness. He'll make the catch. At the shortstop position, Mauricio cannot advance, and that is a big out, number 1 for Ethan here. The lefty, 68 pitches here, and he's gone deep into the 90s, so we'll see how long manager Sean Williams leaves him out if he keeps shut down pitching like he is now. Has thrown 7 innings once before this season in Reading. Mauricio shuffles off the bag at first. This is lined down the right field side. On the run, De La Cruz. It's out of his reach. Off the wall, the right fielder throws it back in. A double for Carlos Cortez. And Mauricio moves to third. They are threatening here in the top of the 6th, and that was just shy of the glove of De La in right. He made a fantastic effort to try to get there in time, and even his long wingspan couldn't cover that much ground. Here's Luke Ritter with 2 on and 1 out. Fightin' Phil's just tied it up. Not looking to give it away just yet. Big swinging strike by Ritter, 0-1. He's 1 for 2 in the game today. Binghamton 2 runs on 6 hits. Reading 2 runs on 5 hits. Both teams have made an error in the field. Lindau misses up and away. Good pop by Herbert Iser. The count moves 1-1. And now there's somebody getting up in the bullpen for Reading. Late swing by Ritter, and he's down 1-2 here. Ethan fighting to get out of this frame without any damage. Popped up right side, foul territory. It's going to come into the stands, and the count will stay 1-2. Fan tried to make a grab, and he couldn't get to it in time. This is lined right into the glove of Madison Stokes. It's short. It was sharply struck, but Stokes was there to get a glove on it. Out number 2. And here is Nick Meyer as Lindau is 1 out away from getting out of this frame clean. That was a huge catch by Madison. It's funny, Mauricio did the same there to Jalen Ortiz in the last frame. Bunt laid down, Lindau racing for it. On the run, McCarthy Tatum over to first, not in time. A good split by Aldrum Corridor, but the go-ahead run comes home, and Ronnie Mauricio on a bunt single by Nick Meyer. And just like that, Binghamton is back on top. 3-2. Here's Hayden Singer with runners on the corners and 2 away as Carlos Cortez moves over to third. Phillies now lead 3-1. They've got the bases loaded in the bottom of the third. Kyle Schwarber up to bat. They scored the runs: a Matt Vierling single, a Reese Hoskins ground out, and a JT Realmuto solo shot for his 14th of the season. Lehigh Valley trails by 1. They're in the bottom of the third. Jersey Shore trails by 1. They're in the top of the 6th. There's a called strike on the corner. 0-2 here to the DH, Hayden Singer. Well, everybody's having the same game throughout the organization, it seems like. Runners on the corners, 2 away for Ethan. Here's the 0-2 outside. Clearwater just beginning their contest after a long rain delay. They're in the bottom of the first. Tampa a 1-0 lead. Zach Britton rehabbing for the Tarpons. Cortez on third, Meyer on first. Binghamton leads 3-2 here in the top of the 6th inning. Ethan kicks and fires. A wild pitch gets past Iser, and it pops off the backstop so quickly that Cortez chooses to stay on third. Although advancing into scoring position is Nick Meyer on the wild pitch out to second, but a run does not cross. And so Binghamton leads just 3-2 here. Lindau a strike away from getting out of this with no more damage. 2 in scoring position and 2 outs here for Hayden Singer, who has a 2-2 count. Lefty comes set, glove at the waist, and this is popped back foul, and that's going to go in as a passed ball there. Cortez on third, Meyer on second, 2 outs here. Ethan fighting hard to try to get out of this inning on his own. And there's a payoff pitch, swing and a miss. Big strikeout to end the frame, number 5 for Ethan. He does allow 1 run, but he strands 2 on. Binghamton leads 3-2. It's Reading's turn to bat, bottom of the 6th at FirstEnergy Stadium.
There you are in the great wide open when you hear it. Dinner time. When you're hungry, you're not going to let 5,000 feet of mountain get in your way. And if they try, that's what Kia's lineup of exceptionally capable SUVs with available all-wheel drive is for. The Telluride, Sorento, Sportage, and Seltos are how you know we take this pretty seriously. The SUVs and the dinner. Hurry into your local Kia dealer today. Kia, movement that inspires.
Visit kia.com for details. Always drive safely.
Feasers Incorporated, a family-owned, full-line food service distributor located in central Pennsylvania. Services restaurants, sporting facilities, theme amusement parks, healthcare facilities, educational facilities, and other institutions throughout Pennsylvania and the Mid-Atlantic region. For over 100 years, Feasers and its employees have committed themselves to making customer service their highest priority. Feasers works hard to provide customers with the products they require, delivered by their helpful fleet drivers. Feasers is large enough to serve and small enough to care. For more information, call 800-326-2828 or Feasers.com.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, "Are you okay?" the hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530.
Fightin' Phil's down by 1 here. Binghamton leading 3-2 in the bottom of the 6th. Jalen Ortiz leads it off. Bloops this to the shortstop. Mauricio coming in. He'll make the catch in the infield for out number 1. Everybody that comes up for the Fightin' Phils represents the tying run here, as the starter, Jose Chassid, still in the game here with 73 pitches. 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. Here's Carlos De La Cruz. Every time the Fightin' Phils get closer away from Binghamton, they get right back on top. The Fightins have had 2 solo shots today, Corridor and McCarthy Tatum. Binghamton has edged them out for a 3-2 lead. Chassin deals. De La Cruz rolls over into the dugout, and he's down 0-2. Slow roller dribbles down, foul. Taylor Lehman warming for the Fightin' Phils here. As De La Cruz steps in the righty batter's box, holds off on a ball below the knees, and stays alive with a 1-2 count. This is a big game for the Fightin' Phils. Sit 3.5 back in the playoff spot. Ground ball left side. Ronnie Mauricio across the diamond, and there is out number 2. Somerset leading, Portland a half game back, and Hartford still in the mix, as well as the Fightin' Phils, and I think it's going to go down to the wire here. Herbert Iser steps in on the left side. He's 0 for 2 today. Chance to tie it up here. Chassin. Big full windup. The 0-1 inside 101. Infield, outfield, back deep to the lefty. Shoots this foul into the stands, down 1-2. Sun is fully set here in Baseball Town, under the lights on a beautiful Wednesday evening. Here's a 1-2. Popped up, but it's going to come into the stands. Heads for everybody as it bounces into an empty seat. And there's a race for the foul ball. Two outs here, bottom 6. The R-Phils trail by 1. And Iser goes down swinging on a foul tip. A 1-2-3 frame sits down the Fightin' Phils in order. As we head into the 7th here in Baseball Town, I believe we'll make a call to the bullpen. It's Binghamton 3, Reading 2.
Gear up for Fightin' Phils season. Visit the Brentwood Industries Fightin' Phils team store at FirstEnergy Stadium, or check out our online store 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at rphils.com/shop. We have a wide variety of Fightin' Phils hats, t-shirts, kids apparel, and more. Looking for something new? Check out our latest selections of Los Luchadores de Reading and Reading Hot Dogs gear, plus throwback, black, R-Train, R-Phils attire. Root for your Fightins in style. Stop by the Brentwood Industries Fightins team store or rphils.com/shop.
The sound of an ice-cold Corona is music to my ears. Oh, run that back. Dope. Now drop that beat. And hit me with the hook, player. Hey, whatever you do with your fine life, just do you, player. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
The Fightin' Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, JP Mascaro & Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's JP Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. JP Mascaro and Sons, ready to serve you.
Ethan Lindau hands the ball over to Taylor Lehman here for the top of the 7th. Binghamton leads Reading 3-2 in a very close ball game. And he will look to keep the score the way it is and give his team the opportunity to get on top here as we merge into the back part of this night. Nick Gaddis, the number 9 hitter, takes a first pitch strike. Then back to the top of the order, Wyatt Young and Rowdy Jordan also due up in this frame. Lehman gets Gaddis tied up on the inside, down 0-2. He's been a very solid reliever for the Fightin' Phils here. A 2 ERA exactly since coming back from injury. The 0-2, ground ball left side. Madison Stokes, good range, makes the play. And there's out number 1 here to start off the 7th.
Second baseman number 3, Wyatt Young.
Here's Wyatt Young, 0 for 3 in today's contest, leading things off for the Rumble Ponies. Corner infielders in here. Middle infielders back deep as the lefty misses to the lefty outside. Finishing with the quality start, Ethan Lindau, 6 innings of work, 7 hits, 3 runs, all earned, 1 walk, and 5 strikeouts on 81 offerings. This hits on the outside corner, 1-1. And somebody warming up for Binghamton in their bullpen, so could be both starters exit after the 6th. Taylor misses outside, 2-1. 1 out here, top 7. Binghamton 3 runs on 7 hits. Reading 2 runs on 5 hits. Both teams have made an error in the field tonight. Big leg kick by the lefty. Comes inside for the called strike, 2-2. Ground ball again left side. Madison Stokes will make back-to-back plays for 2 outs. Here's Rowdy Jordan. First pitch outside here by Lehman. Jordan 1 for 3 and a single and a run scored back in the first inning. Also a ground out and a fly out. Phillies have taken a big 6-1 lead over the Reds. This is popped up. No man's land in shallow left. Over the shoulder, Madison Stokes makes all 3 outs in the inning, including a beautiful catch in shallow left. The shortstop goes over the shoulder and ends up with the baseball, and a 1-2-3 inning for Taylor Lehman. Sits down the side in order stretch time here at the ballpark and taking some of that energy into the bottom of the 7th, down by 1.
The Fightin' Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, JP Mascaro and Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's JP Mascaro and Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. JP Mascaro and Sons, ready to serve you.
Burke's Packing is a family-owned and operated meat processor located here in Reading, specializing in hot dogs, ham, specialty meats, and more. Burke's Packing provides America's classic ballpark with quality products, including the highly acclaimed flat-top grilled hot dog. Join us for Burke's Packing Sunday Family Fun Days at Sunday home games all season long at FirstEnergy Stadium.
Lidl is a normal grocery store with aisles and shelves and high-quality groceries. But only Lidl has really low prices. Like so low they're too good to be true. But true. Lidl, suspiciously low-priced groceries.
McCarthy Tatum will lead us off here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Vito Fresia and Madison Stokes also due up in this frame as Tatum takes a first pitch called strike. Justin Courtney enters the game as Jose Chacin's day is done after 6 innings of work. The righty, after seeing a lefty this entire time, will send a ball below the knees of Tatum, 1-1. Chacin finishing with just a little bit better than Ethan Lindau's final line. Both of them quality starts, but that 1-run difference has put Binghamton on top 3-2 as this ball is fouled into the stands. Chacin's final line, 6 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 1 walk, and 7 strikeouts. And the starter did it on 83 offerings. Binghamton got on the board first, 2 runs in the first inning. Fightin' Phil's had solo shots by Corridor and Tatum himself to tie it up at 2. And McCarthy bounces this right past the shortstop, Mauricio. A base hit to lead it off here in the bottom of the 7th. Reading gets the tying run aboard. Binghamton took the lead in the 6th inning. A bunt single drove in Ronnie Mauricio for a 3-2 lead. But after a nice stretch time here at the ballpark, Reading looking to bounce back. They've got the tying run on in Tatum and the go-ahead run here at the plate. And Vito Fresia. Vito, ground ball up the middle. Ronnie can't get to it. Back-to-back base hits by the Fightin' Phils. Put 2 on and nobody out here for Madison Stokes. Stokes 1 for 2 today. Single back in the 3rd inning before we go back to the top of the order here. A chance to do some serious damage or at the very minimum tie it up. Looks to lay down the bunt, but it goes back behind him foul. Good idea there. Move McCarthy Tatum 90 feet from home. He's got some good speed on it. And so does Stokes himself at the plate. He gets the sign from manager Sean Williams. They worked on bunting a lot today. I mean, they do every day, but specialty bunt work. And I'll be interested to see with a 1-strike count if he tries to lay it down again with the corner infielders playing in or if he keeps that bat on his shoulder. No, he's going to lay it down, and he does so foul. And now with 2 strikes, I don't imagine he does so. Tatum on second, Fresia on first. Both teams have 7 hits, but Binghamton 3 runs to the Fightin' Phils 2 here late in this game. Stokes in the righty batter's box, nobody out here. Infielders are still going to play in. The 0-2 takes it out to center field. Way deep, Mangum makes the catch running into the wall, and nobody can tag as he gets it right at the warning track. A very, very well struck long fly out.
Center fielder number 15, Johan Rojas.
Here's Johan Rojas with one away. Two on in the bottom of the seventh. The tying run at second, the go-ahead run at first. We're down by just one here late in this ball game. Top of the order for the Fightin' Phils is Rojas. Takes a ball in the dirt. Good block by Meyer, who's been showcasing his skills at the backstop all evening. Johan 1 for 3 today. Did record his 20th stolen base of the season. Johan takes another one below the knees, 2-0. Threatening here against the reliever, Justin Courtney. This is popped up left side. Coming in is Mangum. He's going to make the catch again, and there is out number 2.
Second baseman number 5, Wendell Rico.
Down in the dirt. There's a first pitch strike to Wendell Rijo. 2 leadoff hits, and the Fightin' Phils trying not to let that go to waste here with 2 outs. Rijo shoves his back sharply foul, and he's down 0-2. Tatum on second, Freesia on first. 2 outs here, bottom 7. The Phils trail by 1. And there's a swinging strike 3. Wendell Rijo down in the count, and that will do it here. The Fightin' Phils get 2 base runners, but they strand them both on as we head into the 8th, down by 1.
Now let's go to our host in the crowd, Todd Huntsiker.
K Pool and Spa offers a variety of expert services for both in and above ground pools and hot tubs. They provide the service for Pool Pavilion at the FirstEnergy Stadium and keep it clean and maintained throughout the entire season. Based in Reading, Pennsylvania, they have been family owned and operated for 40 years. Turn to K Pool and Spa for the best value and professional service.
International Fireworks is the official fireworks provider for the Phils. International Fireworks shoots all 33 fireworks shows throughout the Phils season, including 6 Mega Blast fireworks shows. International Fireworks also provides the pregame fireworks after the national anthem at each game. International Fireworks has a retail store in nearby Douglasville, Pennsylvania, where you can purchase all of your fireworks. Visit fireworksrus.com for more information about the International Fireworks retail store in Douglasville. Thanks again to International Fireworks, the official fireworks provider of the Phils.
Looking for the place to have the ultimate family fun at the Fightin' Phils game? Look no further than Capital Blue Cross Funland. Capital Blue Cross Funland features the most exciting games and entertainment at the ballpark, including speed pitch, mini golf, ring toss and peach basket toss, mascot autograph booth, a bounce house, and the incredible giant inflatable slide. Bring your family to all the fun at their next Phils game at Capital Blue Cross Funland.
Here's Ronnie Mauricio to start off the top of the 8th. Binghamton leads 3-2. First pitch strike from Taylor Lehman in his second inning of work. Blooper to first, Aldrum Corridor, the underhanded toss to Lehman, and he beats him out. An expert play by the pitcher to get to the base in time, and then there's one away. Here's Jake Mangum. Fightin' Phil's 7 hits, Binghamton 7 hits. But the Rumble Ponies lead by 1 here in the top of the 8th. Both teams have made an error in the field tonight. Chip deep to second. Rio gets a glove from laying down. He can't get rid of it. And he looked like, oh, he slipped. Not looking too great on the ground there, struggling to get up here. It's the trainer, Andy Dodson, and the manager, Sean Williams, coming out here as well. His teammates surrounding him as he's down on the ground at second. And we'll give him a moment there. Check in on the Phillies. They lead 6-2. Kyle Schwarber walked in a run. Reese Hoskins walked in a run. Alec Bowman RBI single. 2 long balls for the Reds, though, put them on the board. That game's only in the bottom of the 4th at CBP. That is going to be a long game. Lehigh Valley trails by 2. They're in the middle of the 5th at Coca-Cola Park. Shall we see what Bryce Harper's done? So he had that RBI single. He's had 2 hits. Or he had just a regular single. And checking through the box. Score a double. A single and a double. Good night. Brooklyn and Jersey Shore are tied at 3 apiece as Wendell Rio is up off the ground here. Talking to the trainer, Andy, and the manager, Sean Williams. Seeing if he's okay to stay in this game or not. Clearwater still trails Tampa by 1. They're in the bottom of the 3rd inning. And Zach Britton only got 2/3 of an inning through. Rehabbing out for Tampa, and Wendell Rio is going to be taken out of this game here with the trainer and his manager as he gets cheers coming off the field. Nobody likes to see anybody get injured here in this game. Especially, well, nobody likes to see anybody injured. So it looks like Kevin Vicuña will come in and take over at second base here for the Fightin' Phils. Rio walking off the field on his own power. And he's going to go back to the training room. And Kevin will come in at second. Taylor Lehman getting some warm-up pitches. Staying in the game. Aldrum Corridor runner at first, and 1 out. Lefty to the lefty, Jake Mangum. 1-0. Runner on first. And 1 out here in the top of the 8th inning. Or excuse me, this is Carlos Cortez. Mangum is out on first. Still lefty, though. 2-0. Lehman looks over at the runner on first. Outside 3-0 here to Carlos Cortez. Reading trails by just 1 now. They don't want to let it any more than that. Outside, ball 4. A 4-pitch walk to Carlos Cortez moves Mangum over to second. And now there's 2 on and 1 out here, though a forced play for Taylor Lehman. He kept the Rumble Ponies off the board in the 7th. And here's Luke Ritter. Acuna standing very close to second base with Mangum's lead. Down below the knees, 1-0. Lehman giving a look out at Mangum. Back to home. Now he comes with the pitch. Inside, it gets away from Iser, and both runners advance. Wild pitch puts 2 in scoring position here. Takes away the force outs, which is tough there for Taylor. Reading trying not to let this get away from them. Three and 0 here, and Lehman cannot find the strike zone. 7 consecutive balls here. Does have an open base at first, trying not to load them with just 1 out, although that would put the force back in play. Up above the letters, 8 straight balls, back-to-back walks to load the bases. And here is Nick Meyer with 1 out, and we'll see if we see anybody from the Fightin' Phil's dugout. It looks like Matt Hockenberry is going to take a jog. Well, maybe a stroll. Meeting at the mound, everybody's going to come in here and talk to their pitcher. Matt Seelinger beginning to warm up for the Fightin' Phils. Nobody up for the Rumble Ponies here. Tomorrow's game, another 7 o'clock start in FirstEnergy Stadium. Righty David Griffin on the mound for the Rumble Ponies. And still to be determined for the Fightin' Phils, so we'll let you know there. Reading will throw Griff McGarry on Friday, though, Mick Abel on Saturday, and Andrew Painter on Sunday. Force out at every base here. Mangum on third, Cortez on second, and Ritter on first. Lehman hits the inside corner for a strike. Binghamton leads 3-2, just a 1-run game right now for the Fightins. Chop to third. They're going to get the play at the plate for 1, on to first for 2. A big double play, force out. 5-2-3 in your scorebooks. And an expert baseball mind there by McCarthy Tatum to come home with it first. On to first for the double play, and that ends the frame. No runs for the Rumble Ponies. As we go into the bottom of the 8th inning, Reading trails by 1, but it's their turn to bat.
You can add a delicious all-you-can-eat buffet to any Reading Fightin' Phil's game ticket for only $19. No need to visit the concession stands. You can add a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet to any ticket. This selection includes barbecue chicken, barbecue sandwiches, cheeseburgers, hamburgers, hot dogs, mac and cheese, corn, pasta salad, baked beans, potato salad, chips, fruit, cookies, and all Pepsi products. Call the Fightins at 610-370-BALL, order online at Fightins.com, or visit the Weidenhammer ticket office at FirstEnergy Stadium.
Unlike any other area in FirstEnergy Stadium, the Savage 61 dugout suite puts you in the closest seat to the action on field, located just feet away from the diamond on the first base side. With covered seating, abilities in motion accessible seating, and the most unique view around, your group will thank you over and over again for this one-of-a-kind experience. Tickets for the dugout suite start at $25 and include options to add food and drink packages.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with Mao Beer and Stockertown Beverage throughout the 2022 season. Mao Beer and Mao's Cinco Estrellas Lager, which is available in the Stadium Plaza Bar, has 128 amazing years of brewing history. Make sure to pick up Mao Beer and Mao's Cinco Estrellas Lager at FirstEnergy Stadium at our Plaza Bar throughout the 2022 season and through our partner at Stockertown Beverage. Mao Beer will be on site for all of our Fiesta Friday games with samplings of their amazing Cinco Estrellas Lager. Mao Beer is a proud partner of the Reading Fightin' Phils and all Fiesta Friday celebration games. Mao Beer, the 5-star taste and quintessential beer from Madrid. Please drink responsibly.
Anyone capable of tying things up for the Fightin' Phils. Down by just one here in the bottom of the 8th inning. 6 outs for the home team. Aldrim Corridor leads things off. Jalen Ortiz and Carlos De La Cruz also due up in this frame. Everybody represents the tying run here as Aldrim takes a first pitch strike. And then a ball upstairs. Courtney added to the roster yesterday, making his Double-A debut tonight, allowed back-to-back hits in the 7th, but then got 3 consecutive outs to sit down the Fightin' Phils. 1-1, Corridor chases a pitch down and away, 1-2. Aldrim a solo shot, got the Fightin' Phils on the board in the 4th. McCarthy Tatum had one as well in the 5th. Those are the only 2 runs for Reading tonight. Inside below the knees, 2-2. Looking just for a leadoff base runner. Corridor goes up the middle. Ronnie Mauricio is there to make the play. And there is out number 1 to start off the 8th. Here is Jalen Ortiz. Courtney, 18 pitches here. Jalen 0 for 3 today. All balls in the air. First pitch called strike, 93 with the fastball from Courtney. 26 years old from Maine. Picked up as a free agent in 2021. Ortiz holds off on a ball, 1-1. Inside, 2-1. Out in Brooklyn, a 4.21 ERA and 33 appearances for the righty reliever. Coming in, usually late in the game, 6 saves, 5 wins. Outside, it's a called strike to Jalen. 2-2. 45 strikeouts, but he did walk 23 batters for the High A affiliate. Here's the 2-2. Ortiz holds off on a ball upstairs, checks his swing. On the appeal, he doesn't go around. Full count. One out here, bottom 8. Reading down by 1. Trying to at least tie it up here. As this is shoved foul into the stands, he'll keep his count. If not, take the lead, and then a save situation would be very electric. As Brian Marconi is warming up, and there's a righty down there as well, depending on the situation. It looks like maybe Billy Sullivan. But Ortiz goes down swinging on the payoff pitch, and now there's 2 away. Here's Carlos De La Cruz. Chance to tie it up here with 1 swing of the bat. 2 outs quick in the 8th inning. Ground ball deep in the hole at short. Ronnie Mauricio gloves it over to first. The throw is bad. In the dirt, no pick. De La Cruz safe. An error on the shortstop, although I think there's a chance he could have gotten a first in time. Either way, we'll watch it back here. And it was just, it was not a good throw. And so Reading gets the tying run on the board for Herbert Iser here. Leads the team in slugging percentage, which we could use some slugging right now. Got the base runner on to tie it. The go-ahead run at the plate with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. Reading is down 3-2 as Iser takes a ball outside. Popped up. It's going to come in foul territory into the stands. No chance for anybody to get to it, and the count moves 1-1. There's a ball. 2-1. Iser trying to get ahead in the count here against the righty Justin Courtney. De La Cruz out on first. 2 outs here. Binghamton leads 3-2. Ritter holding the runner on. Everybody else back deep. Righty on lefty matchup here. Courtney with the 2-1 up above the letters 3-1. It's McCarthy Tatum waiting in the on-deck circle. Here's the 3-1 outside. Oh, okay. On the corner. Full count. Full count with 2 outs. Runner on first. Down by 1. Here's the payoff pitch. And this is in the hole on the right side. De La Cruz racing to third. He got a good jump. And Iser continues to frame. Runners on the corners with 2 away. That's even better than a walk. Because De La Cruz was going. Young had his momentum towards second base, and he wasn't able to get to the ball in time. And this puts runners on the corners here. Somebody 90 feet from home to tie it up. As the pitching coach, Jerome Williams, heads out. McCarthy Tatum, who's 2 for 3 today with a bomb, will come up here. There's 2 outs, so a sac fly won't do it, and Meyer's been pretty solid back behind the plate, but Reading just needs at least 1 run here. Entire infield coming in. They're going to worry about their defensive positions here. Two outs for the Fightin' Phils, bottom of the 8th inning. Need to tie it up, want to take the lead. Runners on the corners, 2 away, down by 1. McCarthy Tatum takes a first pitch in the dirt. Good block by Meyer, keeps it in front of him. De La's got some speed on him down at third. Waiting on deck, Vito Freisha. Available off the bench today is Jack Conley. And Kevin Vicuña was already used for Wendell Rijo as this comes outside. 2-0, and Jonathan Guzman available as well. De La on third. Iser on first. 2 outs. Here's a 2-0. This is shot foul into the plaza. 2-1. Digging into the rookie Courtney here a little bit. 35 pitches. They've got somebody up in their bullpen here. Got to pop off. Tatum slices this foul down the first base side, and the count evens at 2. The offering, and he strikes out swinging. Reading has the tying run 90 feet from home. And they can't drive him in. They trail by 1 to the 9th we go. Who's coming out of the bullpen for Reading?
The Reading Fightin' Phils are pleased to present you with their classic game program, all electronically. This program has information on the coaching staff, player roster, and front office staff. It also includes feature stories and alumni reports on all of your favorite guys who spend time in baseball town. Visit ourphils.com/programs to check it out.
Our Phils fans can continue to expect great performances all season long on the Burke's Commercial Roofing stage. It's the home of great local talent, including the Our Phils mascot band. Burke's Commercial Roofing prides itself on being a locally owned and operated company that puts an emphasis on customer service. They provide free on-site estimates and can handle any size repair, restoration, or replacement. Visit burkscommercialroofing.com or call 610-717-3949 for more information. And don't forget to sit back, relax, and enjoy the show at the Burke's Commercial Roofing stage at America's Classic Ballpark.
At Savage 61, our goal is to assist you in making a confident decision. Our friendly professional staff members are available to answer your questions and listen to your needs. Whether you're shopping for a new or pre-owned vehicle, we're ready to help you with your search. Visit our dealership on Pottsville Pike.
Reading will call upon Billy Sullivan here for the top of the 9th. He's got to keep Binghamton off the scoreboard and give the Fightin' Phils a chance to walk it off in the bottom half. The Rumble Ponies lead 3-2 over the Fightin' Phils. Sullivan will see Hayden Singer, Nick Gaddis, and Wyatt Young. Singer takes a first pitch ball. Taylor Lehman's final line, 2 innings of work. 1 hit, no runs, 2 walks, and no strikeouts on 23 offerings. It was a wild 2 innings, but he kept him off the board. Sullivan looks to hit at the knees, but it goes below 2-0. Infield, outfield, back deep. This is fouled up the first base side, 2-1. Phillies leading 6-3 now. They're in the bottom of the 5th at CBP. Billy deals a swinging strike as he hits 96 on the radar gun and evens the count 2-2. Lehigh Valley still trails by 2 innings. Former Fightin' Eric Miller taking the rubber. They're in the top of the 7th. Here's a 2-2 by Billy, and he gets him swinging. 96 on the radar gun, and he's down on strikes out number 1 here. In the 9th inning, Nick Gaddis heading to the plate. Jersey Shore and Brooklyn, they're tied at 3 in the bottom of the 8th inning. They're home at Shoretown Ballpark, so they'll have the bottom half. And Clearwater still trails by 1. They're in the 4th at Baycare Ballpark, home as well. Everybody's home. Here's Gaddis from the right side. Sullivan, his first pitch ball, 1-0. Gaddis 0 for 3 today, although first time he's seeing Billy here. Ready, come set, glove at the chest. Up and in, 2-0. Righty-righty matchup, a big leg kick outside, 3-0. Open stance by the number 9 hitter Gaddis. Inside 4-pitch walk. And that'll put him on first with 1 out. Here is the top of the order in Wyatt Young.
Second baseman number 3, Wyatt Young.
Double play in contention here as Sullivan turns around and looks at the runner on first. Gaddis, no stolen base, no attempts as he misses outside to the lefty, 1-0. Billy's been really solid in the month of August. Very impressive, bringing his ERA down to 3.48 out of the bullpen. Goes over to first. Gaddis dives back in safely. Step off number 1 of the at-bat. 36 appearances on the season for the righty reliever. And there's a called strike as he gets back in this. Wind has completely died here. That flag out in center field hanging by the pole. Darkness and the stadium lights illuminating us. Misses inside with the fastball. 2-1. 1 out on the board, top of the 9th. Binghamton leads 3 runs on 8 hits. The Fightin' Phils 2 runs on 8 hits. Here's the 2-1 by Sullivan. Shot back foul. 2-2. He's been able to get back in the at-bat, just like he did with the first out. Can he do the same here? Leaning over, ball in his right hand, dangling, glove on his left thigh. Turns around, checks in on the runner. Now he comes set. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Oh, he gets a piece of it to stay alive. Umpire signals. And they'll have to go again. Billy working here. Runner on first, 1 out. Here's the 2-2 again. Inside, good frame by Iser. They don't get the call. Full count. Walked Gaddis down to first. Try not to make this an eventful inning. This has been a 7-pitch at-bat to the leadoff Wyatt Young. Runner going, payoff pitch. They get him swinging. The throw too high. So they come up with out number 2 as Gaddis gets his first stolen base. Moving over into scoring position. But Billy, 2 punchies here for 2 outs. And Rowdy Jordan will come up here with a runner on second. Righty-lefty matchup. Jordan 1 for 4 today. That one coming back in the first inning. Takes the swinging strike as Billy goes off speed. Top of the 9th. Binghamton leads 3-2. There's another swinging strike, down and away, and he's 1 strike away from getting out of this frame when the Fightin' Phils come up in the bottom of the 9th. Freesia, Stokes, and Rojas are slated to come up. Runner on second is Gaddis, 2 away for Billy Sullivan, and he's got Rowdy Jordan down to an 0-2 count. The offering in the dirt. Good block by Iser. We'll go again. Either Binghamton's reliever already warmed up or they're going to go with Courtney for a 3rd frame. Billy getting the sign from Iser back behind the plate. Now he comes set. Runner on and 2 outs. Here's the 1-2. Chipped foul. Another pitch coming. Gaddis shuffles off the bag at second. 2 strikeouts here for Sullivan in the 9th. He's got Jordan 1-2, and he gets him swinging. Sullivan puts up a 0 in the top of the 9th to keep Binghamton off the board. The Fightins trail by 1. They're looking to walk it off in the bottom half. Stick around.
Hey fans, do you know your Mud Hens from your Trash Pandas? Then play Minor League Rundown, the official free-to-play game of minor league baseball, and compete for tickets and game day experiences. Rundown is made for masters of ballpark trivia. Playing is free and easy on any mobile device. Just head on over to www.ballyplay.com to sign up and play. Return for each open round to vie for more prizes, including the grand prize to attend championship weekend in Las Vegas this October. It's never been this fun to get caught in a rundown.
Reading will attempt to walk it off here in the bottom of the 9th inning. First, they've got to get that tying run on the board. They're down 3-2 in the bottom of the 9th inning. Vito Freesia, Madison Stokes, and Johan Rojas are due up in this frame as they go to Grant Hartwig out of the bullpen. Everybody that comes up represents the tying run. Got to get at least one as Vito takes the first pitch inside. He's 1 for 3 tonight with a single and a pair of strikeouts. Righty on righty matchup here for Hartwig with a 1.26 ERA. 1-0 inside again, 2-0. Courtney finishes in his Double-A debut. Very solid 2 innings of work, 3 hits, no runs, no walks, 3 strikeouts on 38 offerings. It was touch and go, but he came out on top. Infield, outfield, back deep. The 2-0 to Freesia. Checks his swing and he goes around. 2-1. Reading's got Marconi warming up in the bullpen here. Should they get enough to get on top or tie it up? If they get on top, the game's over. If they tie it up, they'll need somebody for the 9th. Freesia takes this out to center field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Freesia gets the party started. A single up the middle. The tying run is on first. Nobody out. Here's Madison Stokes in a very good part of their order. It'll be Stokes and then back to the top of the order. Right in the middle at the knees for Freesia, and they're going to put a pinch runner in. Jonathan Guzman will pinch run, and that makes sense in this situation. Freesia just the DH, so doesn't matter position-wise, and Guzzi a much better runner. But V got the hit that he needed, and he gets us on the base pass here. And Guzman's going to try to break up the double play. Stokes in the batter's box, 1 for 3. Nobody out here. Bottom 9, down by 1. This is popped up right side. Ritter going over, and he can't make the catch. That is a huge miss. Obviously, it's in foul territory, so he doesn't take any heat for it, but shall I say it would have been a big out. Madison will get another chance here. 0-1 count. Jack Conley, the only one on the bench for the Fightin' Phils right now. Throw is high, almost over the head of the first baseman Ritter. He snags it out of the sky. Step off number 1 for Hartwig. Another throw, safe. That's step off number 2, and now he can't do it again without awarding Guzman the base. Or getting him out, I suppose. We'll see if he comes home. The 0-1. Stokes turns on it, sending it back on the roof, 0-2. Just really need to move him at least over into scoring position. Bottom of the 9th inning, Reading has had a good number of walk-offs here at America's Classic Ballpark. They've played well late and under pressure. Here's the 0-2 in the dirt. Good snag by Meyer. Fightin' Phils have had 5 walk-offs here at home. Last one back on June 9th versus Altoona. 3 against Bowie and 1 against Somerset. Runner on first. Here's the 1-2 to Stokes. Down below the knees, 2-2. The batter in those instances, Riho, who it can't be, Ohapi, who it can't be, Mignetti, who it can't be. And it could be Jalen Ortiz, and Jonathan Guzman's now in the game, although a pinch runner. Somebody else is going to have to come up new, and that's always fun. Here's the 2-2 to Stokes, down and away, full count. And he has worked his way all the way back in this at-bat from being down 0-2. Crowd very invested in this game. Appreciate their support here for the hometown team. Reading down 3-2. They've got that tying run on first. Here's the payoff pitch. It's ball 4. No, it's a called strike 3. And Madison Stokes a little frustrated as he goes back into the dugout. Worked his way back in that at-bat, but caught looking. And here is Johan Rojas as we go back to the top of the order. Man, that was a tough call. 1 away for the Fightin' Phils. Still have that tying run out on first. They fell yesterday. The Rumble Ponies really can't today. Johan takes a ball outside. Let's check around the Eastern League as we're still in playoff contention. I know Portland's game is already wrapped up. They have 6 o'clock starts at home. Throw over to Guzman, dives back in time. This is a new at-bat, so he can step off. So they took Hartford 8-0, which was a big win. And Somerset won 3-2 over New Hampshire. So Reading doesn't want to drop ground in the playoff spots here. Runner on first, 1 out, bottom 9, down by 1. Rojas, ground ball right side, deep in the hole. Young overthrows, and they can't make a play at second. Rojas won't get credit for the hit on the fielder's choice. Somehow both runners are safe in what could have potentially been a double play. He tried a backhanded flip. Guzzi had such a good jump on it, I think he felt rushed to get rid of the ball. Instead of making a good play, they don't get any outs. And now there's 2 on and just 1 out here for Kevin Vicuña, making his first plate appearance after coming in defensively at second base. And he slices this foul into the dugout suite for strike number 1. Guzman at second, Rojas at first. 1 out here, bottom 9 down by 1. Ground ball over to first, and they overthrow it, and Reading's tied it up. The first baseman, Ritter, picks it up to go to second to start the double play, and he throws it into left. Coming home and scoring easily is Jonathan Guzman. Making his way to third is Johan Rojas, and now the winning run is 90 feet from home with your RBI guy, Aldrim Corridor. Kevin Vicuña puts the ball in play, and good things happen. Fielder's choice, an error will allow the run to score. Popped up out to center field. Mangum makes the catch. Racing home, Guzman, the play at the plate, no good. The Arphils walk it off. Sac fly, Aldrum corridor, and Reading comes away with the 4-3 win. Aldrum mobbed at first base. A deep ball to center field. And Rojas racing home. A big win for the Fightin' Phils in a walk-off fashion. Aldrum corridor comes away with that big RBI to win the game in the bottom of the ninth. Well, fans, thanks so much for tuning in. A sacrifice fly by Aldrum corridor wins the game for the Fightin' Phils as Johan Rojas crosses the plate 4-3, and Reading ties the series up at 1. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm going to go try to talk to our hero of the game. We'll see you tomorrow, 7 p.m. Your final score, Reading 4,